Hey guys, we are back with the finale video of the Halifax Tugboats franchise mode for the recorded part of this series. Once again, I want to do some live streams of the later years, but as you can see, we got kicked out in the first round once again, and boy, does it hurt. So this is going to be more of a wrap-up video. We're going to sim right away to the winners to see who the winners of the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup are. And then we're going to check out the playoff tree, the stats, the awards for the past, I guess, 5 years because I don't really check them often. But not something like up to the draft. I want to see the stats that the retired players had. But and then we're gonna give each individual player an evaluation to see if they are worthy of being a part of the Halifax Tugboats' future with the live stream part of this series, because clearly something is going wrong in Halifax. Just ever since we got eliminated from that Stanley Cup final by literally one goal, we've been out in the first or second round every single year. We literally only made it to the second round one of those years. Every other year it's been the first round. So, I mean, man, that really hurts. That really, really hurts. Let's check goaltenders. Yeah, let's go Russia, I guess. There you go, 5 weeks. But, yeah, so that's what I want to do this episode. As I said, it's more just a wrap up and, remembering the team sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll have a little thing. I might have a little thing going afterward with just something to, I guess, hold the memory of the Halifax Tugboats on this channel. But, I mean, it will always be on the channel. But, just as I consider this the best roster we've had overall wise, right? Technically, the best roster we had was back when we made the Stanley Cup Finals. I think back 5 or 6 years now. But overall wise, this is definitely the best roster we've had on this team. So, did it say who won the Stanley Cup? I didn't see. Let's see. Yep, the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup. All right, so we didn't even lose the Stanley Cup champions, so that sucks. That really, really sucks. Let's first of all check out the player stats because I didn't bother checking it after that horrible Game 7. So yeah, just same story as usual, man. I mean, Gallagher came to play, Barkov came to play, Tarasenko came to play, but no one really stood out, I mean, there was a lot of depth goal scoring in here for sure. Hugh Down and Brule, the only ones without points. But I feel like one of these top guys, Barkov, Tarasenko, even Hansik could have taken over with the scoring and really, or Frank even, and could have just gotten the team going, but no one did that. So, and then Korpisalo, I mean, you can't blame him, boys. You cannot blame him. He once again showed why he is the starting goaltender for us. .930 save percentage with a goals against average of 1.96. I mean, that's incredible. 175 saves over 7 games played. That is ridiculous. And then it appears Sundqvist got in there for a little bit. He allowed 2 goals for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I guess the coach pulled Korpisalo at some point. But Pouliot, 3 points. Frank, 2. Weber, 2. I mean, just, I don't know. I really don't know. It's, man, that's depressing. That's depressing. Kozlov, 2 points. Point with 2 points. Man, it's just, the guys who should be producing just kind of dried up a little bit. Especially Point, especially Rantanen, especially Hansik, especially Hagelin. I mean, Connolly did all right. He had 2 goals. Gallagher did great, 4 goals. But everyone else, man, that's not up in these top 4 players right here. Just, I don't know. Ridiculous. All right, so now let's check out the playoff tree. And obviously, the Pittsburgh Penguins are the Stanley Cup champions. And Minnesota won against St. Louis. Nashville won against Arizona. Calgary won against Anaheim. Edmonton won against Winnipeg. of course, the Halifax Tugboats lost against the Carolina Hurricanes. New Jersey won against the Washington Capitals. Detroit won against Toronto. Pittsburgh swept Tampa Bay. And Pittsburgh went over Detroit in five games. New Jersey beat Carolina. So Carolina didn't even make it to the third round. And then Pittsburgh beat New Jersey in 7. And then Pittsburgh beat Calgary in 7. And Minnesota swept Nashville, going a little backwards here, I know, but whatever. Calgary beat Edmonton in 6, and then Calgary beats Minnesota in 5. So, yeah, just all around bad year for us in the playoffs. Stanley Cup, obviously, yeah. Oh, man, that sucks not seeing the Tugboats logo there. The President's Trophy, the New Jersey Devils. The Halifax Tugboats have won it 3 times in the last 5 years. So, I mean, that's solid, but in the end, we didn't win the Stanley Cup. Clarence Campbell, yep. Prince of Wales. There's the team awards. And player awards, let's see. Art Ross, Teuvo Teravainen, 3 years in a row for the Carolina Hurricanes. Art Memorial, Vladimir Tarasenko for the Halifax Tugboats. Very nice. Norris, Frank with the Norris Trophy this year. Very nice. After Pouliot had it 2 years in a row. 4 or 5 years back, and then Carlson and Hamilton, it went to Jerry Frank. So good job, Frank. Lady Bing, D. Brunette on the Caps, and then Calder, our goalie on the on the New York Rangers, Conn Smythe, E. Lundmark on the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then Vezina, G. Method on the Minnesota Wild, and then the Jennings Ponikarovsky on the Lightning. And then Bill Masterton, Colton Parayko on the Panthers, Frank Jaselki, Connor McDavid, and Ted Lindsay, Vladimir Tarasenko on your Halifax Tugboats. Very nice. And then the Maurice Richard, Trevor Hansick. Look at that. So he actually got the most goals in the regular season this year, 37 in the NHL. So I wasn't expecting that. I thought that would be like a 40-goal scorer, but, I mean, good job. Trevor Hansick earned that pay. So now is the time where we can do our individual player evaluations to see if they're part of the future here in Halifax. Well, obviously I'd say anyone over 29 is no longer part of the future. So Tarasenko, Barkov may have to be, signed and then traded. Frank staying for sure. Connolly, you know what? He's been solid. I think he's part of the future here in Halifax. Hagelin, you know what? Yeah, he's been solid as well. He can stay. Hensick, obviously. Pouliot, he's going to have to be traded at some point. He's going to have to sign and trade. Point, he may have to be traded because he's 31, right? And then Gallagher is going to have to be traded. Rantanen's going to probably have to be traded. And he didn't do too much in the playoffs for us. Lazar probably going to have to be traded. Brendan Weber, oh man, is he part of the future here in Halifax for sure. He's only, look at this. He's only 22 years old. He hit an 87 overall at one point. I mean, he's a stud. Absolute stud. Charles Hudon, he's probably going to have to be traded. Kozlov, that's up in the air, but he's probably going to have to be traded. Jones, he's going to have to be traded, 32 years old. I mean, just not looking too good here in Halifax. Brule, you know what? Brule is solid defensively. I'd say he's part of the future. And then goaltenders, this is where that hurts the most. Jonas Korpisalo, man, we got to trade him. He's 33 years old. He's running out of time. I really want Korpisalo to win a cup. He deserves it. So I'd say we have to trade Korpisalo as well. We're going to go full-on retool. I'm not going to say rebuild, but we're going to have to definitely move our older guys out because it's getting to the point now where we're our older guys obviously are not getting any younger. Tarasenko's 35. Let's see. Yeah, Pouliot's 33. Gallagher's 35. Lazar's 32. Hudon's 32. Jones is 32. Korpisalo's 33. Right. So it's getting to that point now, boys, where we have to start seriously start unloading the veterans and getting younger because. Man, nothing's working. Nothing is working. I said it at the beginning of episode 64, I believe it was. if this isn't a Stanley Cup winning roster, I don't know what is. And this obviously was not a Stanley Cup winning roster. So yeah, I mean, obviously the live streams will be, more interactive, so you guys will have obviously a say in who gets traded and where, right, and for who or for what. But yeah, it's just not working out here in Halifax. And as I said, the players we can keep: Weber, Hensick, Hagelin, Connolly, Frank. I think that's about it. Kozlov's up in the air, as I said, but a Brule. But everyone else, I don't know. I don't know. Corpusalo, we're probably gonna have to trade, as I said, because he's 33. He deserves a shot at the cup. I don't know. I feel like we could keep Corpusalo for one more year, but I really don't. I don't know. I feel like getting a younger goaltender and just starting with a clean slate for the most part, without going into too much of a rebuilding mode. You know what I mean? So, pains me to say it, boys, but that's it. That's it for the Halifax Tugboats. Let's check out the team stats one more time. Wait a minute. We already checked that out in episode 64. Let's check out the playoff team stats, because I forgot to do that. So goals for per game. Let's see. Where are we? 2 goals a game, man. Yeah. So we got to a game 7, but still only 2 goals per game. Man, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. We need to be at least where Carolina was. At least where Carolina was. So goals against per game, we did fantastic, okay? We were solid defensively in the playoffs. It's just, man, our goals for just in the playoffs just dry up. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Power play, okay. So good news. Our power play is solid in the playoffs. But for whatever reason, our goals for our 5-on-5 just is not getting it done. Penalty kill. Let's see. So yeah, penalty kill. We were down there, like bottom 4, I think. Yeah, down there with New Jersey, Carolina, and Winnipeg. Yeah, just not good. Just not good at all. Yeah, something's got to be done in the live streams, boys, and I'm sure you guys have a lot to say about that. So, whether it's stockpiling draft picks or just getting younger players that are already proven, or elite prospects that we could trade for, But there's really nothing else for me to do, boys. You know what? I think just for prosperity, I'll show you guys the final roster. I can't even do that. Captains and jerseys. I was going to show you guys the numbers and the alternates, but I guess I'll put that at the end of the video. So we'll just take a look here. Man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. So, oh yeah, Ryan Manley got pissed. So yeah, Tarasenko, Hensick, Barakov, Point, Connolly, Rantanen, Gallagher, Hagelin, Hudon, Kozlov, Lazar, Dunham. I mean, half of this roster is probably not going to be here next year, boys. I have to say. Frank, Jones, Brule, McBain, and then Weber, of course. And then goaltenders, Corpusalo, Sundqvist. That's about it. I think we're done here, boys. Done with the recording part of this series anyway. As I said, I do definitely want to do some live streams of this. So be on the lookout for those. I don't know when it's going to start. I don't know when they're going to be, but I will let you know when I decide to start doing them. So, as I said, keep an eye out for that. But, yeah, I guess that's about it, boys. So, I don't know when the next GM mode is going to start, but I have 6 teams selected for the next GM mode. So, I will probably make another video on that. I don't know. Or maybe I'll put them at the end of this video. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll put them at the end of this video, and you guys can chime in. So, with that, that's it, boys. On the next GM mode, and Halifax. It's been fun, but it's time to move on. See you guys in the next one.